guys, so this is a tank that I got. It's a glass tank. I go with glass because Indonesian blue-tongued skinks need a lot of humidity, so therefore wood would probably rot. So yeah, I also like the front opening tank, so I took the sliding doors out already, but I like it to open to the front because usually predators approach from the top, so it's much nicer for the animal if you come in from the side, so it's much nicer for them, less stress. It's got ventilation down here and ventilation up there, so cool air comes in from here, warms up and then goes out through the top, so you have constant nice airflow going on. Yeah, it's 4 foot long, 2 foot deep and 2 feet high. And yeah, now I'm just gonna clean it out, disinfect it, and then start with building my back wall, which I'm gonna put in here. So yeah, let's start. Okay guys, so now as you can see I've cut the sides already. Just put them down to lean them down, but actually they're gonna be up here. So I've cut corners in here so I can have no problems with the border here, and I can paint it as well. And then at the bottom I leave about 10 centimeters, that's 4 inches I think. Just because I'm gonna put bedding in there. And I don't want the back wall to be in the bedding and stuff all the time, and also it gives them a bit more room. So yeah, simple as that. And now I'm gonna start thinking about how I want the back wall to look and start to design it. Probably gonna do it very similar to the one I already have for my male, just because it works very well with the basking spot and stuff. And I think it's very important to have a back wall because it just gives them some extra space to use, and also it gives them a bit of exercise to actually climb and stuff, and that's very important in captivity in order for your animals not to get too fat. So now that we're done with that, we can start gluing in the back wall parts, like a basking spot and stuff where you can lie down and obviously bask, because it's going to be closer to the light, and also just gives her a little bit more room to move around, which is very nice for these animals. So downstairs she's going to have, like, again with my male skink, just some devil's ivy downstairs and stuff, so it's like really like the undergrowth and kind of twilight area, and then up she's gonna have a real nice sunny place where she can go if she likes. Okay. Okay, so now I just glued the basking spot in. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, my camera stopped recording, so you didn't catch that, but yeah. So now you can see I've already put in supporters here. And next thing what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put in supporters. I'm gonna use this and also some pieces like that. And actually glue them in at the back here to support it there as well. And that's very important, because if you don't have enough support, at one point your basking place is just gonna crash down and you're gonna have a real big mess, and that is nearly impossible to fix. So yeah, that should be prevented at all costs, so that's what I'm gonna do now. Okay, so now I'm done with that. They're all in there. I'm gonna just let it harden properly till tomorrow, and then tomorrow I'll start coating it. Okay, so that's it. Now I've just gotta clean all the mess that I made up. Okay, so it's been a day, and now I'm gonna start with the coating of the back wall. And one thing that is very important is that you should wear clothes that are old and that can get dirty, because no matter how close attention you pay and how careful you are probably gonna get a bit of tile cement on you, and that's not very nice for your clothes. So wear old stuff and everything is gonna be fine. Okay, so before coating starts, the first thing I'm gonna do is cover the edges with this tape, and I'm gonna show you how exactly I do it when I'm finished. But yeah, so just cover all the edges but leave a bit of space, but I'll come to that when I'm finished and then you'll see what I mean. Okay, so this is how I put the tape on. And as you can see, I've got a bit of space there between it. So that's just so that I can put the tile cement, put it on, and it actually closes off. I have a nice smooth kind of close off, but it doesn't splatter, and it looks kind of neat because I can just pull off the tape afterwards and I'll have a nice clean edge. Same thing down there, and also there on the bottom. You can see. So yeah, now I'm gonna start with the coating. Okay, so now we're gonna start with the coating. As coating I use tile cement, which is commonly used for building back walls, and it's also very good because when it hardens it's gonna be waterproof and stuff. So yeah, let's start. I'm gonna start by adding water. And as you can see, I'm using a glove because this stuff is gonna be just harmful to your hands and to your skin. So it's very important to use gloves. First time I built a back wall I didn't use gloves, and yeah, it wasn't very good. Try try to mix it as smoothly as possible so you don't have any clumps. This is the kind of consistency you're looking for, because you want to be able to apply it with a brush. So it mustn't be too thick, because otherwise you're gonna have a really hard time. Okay, so let's start applying. Okay, so now I'm gonna start with the coating, and you want to start from the bottom and the back, coming to the front and up, and then the sides. So just not to make my glass dirty, I'm gonna put some newspaper on the bottom. Okay, so I've just finished covering everything with a towel cement, especially the places back there in the back of the supporters and stuff. That was hell. But yeah, I'm done finally. You should let it dry for at least 24 hours. So I'm gonna leave it for 2 days. And then I'm gonna add another layers. In total I'm gonna do 4 layers. And the last layer I'll probably show you again, but the other 3 layers I think I'm not gonna bother filming because it's just the same. So yeah, now you have to be patient and wait. And yeah, it's very important not to rush anything, because if you rush it, it's not gonna be proper. For example, if you like use heaters and stuff, if you want to dry it more quickly, then it's gonna get cracks and stuff. So yeah, just be patient, just leave it for at least 24 hours, better 2 days, and then add the next layer. So yeah. Okay, so now this is gonna be the final layer that I'm gonna add, and I've put some water in already, but it's still pretty thick, as you can see. Because now I'm gonna add the paint. Use this green bamboo paint that I've also used for my other Skink Enclosure. And what's very important is, if you see that blue mark right there, which looks like kind of an angel, it's called a blue angel. I don't know how it is in other countries, but that's what we have here in Germany. And that just shows you that the paint is not harmful for the environment and also for humans, because just normal wall paint, and if you have small children, for example, you never know if they're gonna lick the wall. So it's non-poisonous, and the same goes for the animals. They want to sense their surroundings, at least that's with lizards and snakes, so they lick, and they kind of involuntarily lick their surroundings like the wall and stuff. So make sure that you have paint that's safe. So yeah. Okay, so now I'm done. It's dry, cleaned it out, and took off the tape. Now I've got to measure where I need to drill my holes for the lighting, and then I can start putting the stuff in. So let's start with the lighting. Okay, so now I'm done with the lights. You can see right there. And then actually also there at the bottom, you can see here, got the long bulb there. And then I'm gonna put my bright sun right there, or sun glow I think it's called. So yeah, now I'm gonna start with the bedding and the plants and stuff. Okay, so now I'm gonna put in this piece of bark like here, which I'm gonna use as a way up for her. So I've actually put some hinges on the back here, and then I'm gonna glue with hot glue the sides and the hinges, glue it to the back wall. Let's do that now. Okay, so now we're at the final step of putting stuff into the tank. And here's what I've got. Got an Exoterra water bowl and an Exoterra hide. It's the same that I got with my other skink, with my male, because I think these things are pretty great. They're really awesome. One thing that's very important when you buy them, disinfect them and wash them thoroughly. You don't know who had their dirty hands on it or whatever. Then here's some plants. This is just some devil's ivy that I've cut from my blue-tongued skink male enclosure. And then I've got this little, I think it's like kind of palm, species of palm, which I'm just gonna plant in there. And then one thing that's very important, what I use when you plant, put plants in your tanks, and you're not necessarily gonna have the best stuff in there as fertilizer. So I use this fertilizer sticks. They're actually made from seabird guano, so that's just seabird poop basically. So it's safe, it's completely biological. So that's what I use. It's just sticks like that. And what I do is when I plant them, I just come from top and I just stick them in right into the roots so the plants can get the nutrients from there. So yeah, let's start putting that stuff in. Okay, so now I'm done with all the plants, and now the next thing is to just plug the lights in, and then it's gonna be done. Maybe I'm gonna add some stuff as time goes by, like I did with my male. But yeah, mainly that's gonna be it. Plants are gonna grow all over the place, so it's gonna be really nice undergrowth. She has her way up there so she can go and bask. She's gonna have her basking spot right here. Cave under there. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's plug it in. Okay, so now I'm gonna plug it in. Perfect. So, put one plant right in front here, one in the back, which is gonna grow to front here. Then we have the way up here, where I burned myself. Have the little palm thingy there, water dish, cave, another plant over there. And then nice big basking spot right there. And also more space. She can run around and light up there. Also, if you have plants, one of those is very important, because a basking spot alone won't have enough light for the plants and your plants will die. So yeah, again, trying to keep it very naturalistic, my setup. So yeah, now to the final part. Gonna put some water in the water dish and put my skink in. Okay, So here she is, my beautiful little lady. I'm gonna put her in. So yeah guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun, but I'm also pretty exhausted. But again, this is definitely all worth it. So yeah, really hope you enjoyed this video guys. If you did, please leave a like, nice comment, or even subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much.